So, hey everyone, welcome to the Airstream Chronicles. I'm Rich Charpentier, and thanks for stopping by. So, I've been missing from YouTube for a couple of weeks now. I've been busy with a couple of projects, working with clients and working on my own projects, and I've been playing around a lot with Anchor FM, which is a podcasting platform. So, I popped up a video the other week to tell you I was starting to play with the podcast. And so far, it's been going great. I've actually been doing a daily show, Monday through Friday, talking about things Airstream and RV related, also talking about working from the road. So I'm kind of excited about it. So right now, I'm sitting here in front of the camera, I'm recording, and I'm talking to you. And this will take a little more work when I'm all said and done to put the audio and the video together and to drop in other video for a few other things that I want to show you today. But so, bottom line, normally when I do one of these video posts on YouTube, it's committing me to a couple of hours of time, even with a small, simple one like this. And on the other side of the fence here, doing the audio podcast, basically getting up in the morning, I've got some show notes ready for myself. I do the recording. Normally, I try to keep the workload under about a half an hour. When it's all said and done and I've got the audio where I want it and I upload it over to Anchor FM, maybe I've got another half an hour tops. So, 1 hour allocated per morning for me, I can easily do a quick podcast, an informational podcast, something of interest to listeners, and then I can get going with the day. So, what I'm going to be doing with YouTube now, I think probably once to twice a month. I'm going to do some bigger videos. I really would like the production quality to be better. I've talked about that before here. And so we're going to work on that. So that gives me time throughout the month to get different clips, to put an actual full story together and not just to be something off the cuff. So the podcast is becoming something off the cuff and I'm really enjoying it. So if you haven't checked it out yet, you can go to anchor.fm. And there you can find the Airstream Chronicles. I'll also be putting links down below. It's the podcast is available on more than just Anchor. Let me take a look over here really quick. So you can subscribe to this podcast on anchor.fm, on Google Podcasts, on Breaker, Castbox, Overcast, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Spotify, Stitcher, and you can also get it in the iTunes store under podcast. Just look for the Airstream Chronicles and you'll find it. So this has really made communicating easier as far as, the video. I would go out and I would shoot video outside for a while, go up into the Dells, shoot some video, do a conversation like this or a conversation outside. And in the end, that's dedication of a lot of time. And as I've said before, I really admire the folks who are doing it regularly, like the long, long honeymoon or the more we explore or less junk, more journey. They've dedicated a lot of time. So hats off to them. And, all the other people who are on YouTube as well. They do some pretty amazing stuff. So go check out the podcast. Be sure to continue subscribing here. I will be putting up more stuff as we go along. The other reason why I hadn't been outside doing a lot of video this summer is because I've been feeling terrible. So August, I'm finally getting back. We're getting the medical side of stuff squared away. And I've got a couple of more appointments next week, and hopefully we're going to have everything resolved. I haven't been mountain biking since April. So that should tell you if he's too dizzy to go mountain biking or even take a hike through the rocks. That's part of why the videos have kind of slowed up here. So we'll try to do some more interesting things here. And moving forward, if you want to hear a daily show, you don't need to see me on screen. I'm kind of goofy. But if you want to hear a daily show, check out the podcast, The Airstream Chronicles. All right. So the other things that I've been doing this week, we haven't been doing too much on AZ Drone here on YouTube as well. My business partner, Greg, who's part of azdrone.net, is a flight instructor, so he's been busy teaching classes this summer, so we kind of got behind on those videos. In addition to that, I've been working on 2 different projects, and Greg has one side project as well. So Greg has launched a really cool set of classes on udemy.com for drone pilots. So if you're interested in getting your Part 107 license, head over to udemy.com and look for Greg Rivardio's Part 107 class. You'll be glad you did. I'm working on another drone class right now, and I'm not going to say anything more about it until it's out, and then I'll be popping it up. But I am showing you a couple of screen captures of some of the stuff I'm working on, and I'm going to be showing you in this video some of the images that have been getting generated over the past couple of weeks for that class that I'm doing. So I've also been busy with my current Udemy class online because I've been getting a lot of questions lately. So a lot of people are signing up for the X theme and WordPress for beginners, and they're asking some pretty great questions. So my attention's been there too. So basically, I've been missing because doing the podcast. I've been missing because of other work, and I've been missing because I'm putting together new courses for udemy.com as well. So there's my good excuses for the day. All right. With all that said, I'm going to wrap this up because it's going to take a little to put this together. And I'm also going to be adding in a little more, some imagery that I've been shooting for the past few weeks, and some screen clips as a bit of a teaser for, hey, what's he working on for this new drone class over on udemy.com. Well, thanks again for following along. I really hope that you go over and check out the podcast at any of the podcast platforms that you like. But all you have to do, any of the platforms, just look for the Airstream Chronicles, and you can sign right up to it. By the way, if you use the Anchor app, so there's an application, a mobile application for Android and iOS. And if you use the Anchor app, you can actually leave voice messages on the different shows that I've got up. So if you have questions for me that you'd like me to address on a podcast, or maybe even on a live web Q&A here on YouTube, you can leave those audio messages for me. Also, if you're interested in RVing, or you are a full-time RVer and you would like to do a show with me, we can actually use the Anchor FM app to do a conference call together. We can put a bunch of people on the line, and we can actually chat about RVing and mobile tech for RVers, or whatever you'd like to. So you can leave a comment here, or you can leave an audio comment over on Anchor FM, whatever you prefer to do. All right, that's it. I'm out of here, and you guys have an awesome weekend. It's Friday, so I hope you're planning something great or having some fun travel plans.